my little butterflies, welcome back to my channel Butterfly MUA. If you're new here, hi, my name is Mercedes, I'm the face behind Butterfly MUA, and if you are new, please consider hitting that subscribe button. I have decided to make it my goal by the end of this year to have 100 subscribers. Doesn't sound that many, but I'm currently stuck on like 27. I want to make it 100, so if you like this video and you like my channel, please hit that subscribe button because it really helped me, and it would just be nice to sort of hit that goal at the end of the year. I know we still have quite a while to go, but I might as well prepare for it now. So yeah, please consider hitting that, and if you're not new, please make sure you're subscribed, and welcome back. So today I'm going to be doing a 1 week 1 palette on the e.l.f. Mint Melt Mint Bee palette. That is such a mouthful. So I have been watching a lot of Kelly Gooch's channel. She is an American based YouTuber, and she does some really sweet like eyeshadow looks. Like, she is so good at her makeup. She really makes me jealous because she always looks absolutely flawless. So why not go check out her channel? Has recommended this one quite a few times on her channel, and I've always been really intrigued about it. I don't normally go for greens. I have green eyes. Sometimes it tends to make me look a bit washed out and a bit ill, but this one does not do that to me. So this is such a cute little palette. It's only a quad, it's only got 4 shades in here. You get 2 mattes and 2 shimmers in this one, but it is such a stunning little palette. Like, I know there's only 4 shades and you're probably thinking, how can you do a 1 week 1 palette? You can actually create quite a few looks with this. Yes, once you've made quite a few looks, you end up going back to the same sort of looks because that's what you create with this palette. But it is a stunning palette. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's one of my favourites in my collection now, which I didn't think would ever happen because me and green, like I said, do not normally get on. But this is beautiful. So you can pick this up for £4. I believe it was £4. I found mine in Superdrug. I mean, where else can you get an eyeshadow palette for that amount of money? Like, nowhere. So yeah, I was completely amazed by the price tag and the quality of this. Like, I've got much higher end eyeshadow palettes that I think do not work as well as this. This is stunning. So I think I'm going to swatch it for you so you can see what it looks like swatched. And then I'm going to dive into an eye look and show you the other eye looks that I have done this week. And then, you know, chat about it some more. So here is the palette swatched. As you can see, it is just a really nice green palette. So you have like a dusty, darker green, then you have a pastel pale green, then you have 2 shimmery greens, all of which are absolutely stunning. Like, you can make a smoky green eye look, you can have a shimmery green eye look, you can have a matte eye look, you can have just a shimmer eye look. And yeah, I'm not joking, this is a really lovely palette. Like, I'm so over the moon, and I'm pretty sure it smells like mint. I don't know whether it's just my brain being like, oh, it's a mint palette. You know, like you can get the Chocolate Revolution palettes or I Heart Revolution chocolate palettes, and some of them smell like chocolate. But I don't know whether my brain is just like, it's mint, it smells like mint, but I'm pretty sure I can smell a minty undertone. But that could just be my brain like thinking it's mint. You can smell mint. I might not be able to smell mint, but you know, it could just be me. But yeah, I do really like this palette. The only thing I will say is the 2 shimmer shades. Once you've put like a greeny base down, the 2 shimmer shades, you can't necessarily see much of a big difference. Like, they both look quite green. This one's just like a more duochrome green. It goes from like white to green, whereas this is just like a green. The matte shades, so this one definitely shows up, it's a lot darker and you can easily smoke it out and create like a darker base. The pastel shade, I've heard a lot of people say, oh, I don't know why YouTubers rave about it, I can't get that shade to show up. You have to put down like an eye primer first, especially one that's got like a whiter base to it. because that way the colour sort of grabs and sticks to it, and then it definitely shows up. That is definitely what I have found with this palette, but once you know those tricks, it's absolutely stunning. So I'm going to quickly insert here some of the looks I have done this week using this palette. Then I'm going to show you guys a look with this palette. It might be a look similar to what I've already done, but you know, it's such a cute little palette and I can't wait to show you what it looks like. So here's the little videos or photos, whichever I've done more of, probably a mixture. So as you just saw, I can create a few varied looks with this and I love it. So I'm gonna quickly prime my eyes before I even decide what sort of look I want to do. I mean, it's gonna be green. So I'm just using my Revolution eye primer. It's just the one I got from the calendar. Honestly, I must say that every single video, and I say this every single video, but it's one that I want to use up this year. It is a really good primer though, and it does give like your eye a really good base. It gives your eyeshadow a nice base to stick onto. Revolution do other eye primers as well, so you know, if you can't get hold of this one because it was like an exclusive to the calendar, you can get other ones which will work just as well. And what I also did for some of the looks was, I might even do it today, so I went in with the eye primer, I put on whatever base shade I wanted at the back or like underneath, and then I put a concealer over the top, like on the lid, to really make whatever I put on next really pop. So what to do? Okay, so what I have done as well with this, I don't know why I'm holding it so awkwardly, I did sort of go in with both and sort of mixed them to make a certain shade. So I might even go in and do that, mix the two just for like a base shade. It might be handy if I brush my fringe out the way. Go on then, fringe, out the way just for a few minutes. And you can see how sparse my brows are today. Then I'm just going to go in with the lighter pastel shade and just sort of blend out up here. Then I'm going to go in with the lighter shimmer shade. Then I'm going to go in with my Revolution Conceal and Hydrate concealer. Next up, I'm going to go in with the pastel green Next I'm going to go in with the shimmery green shade, just with my finger. Go in the centre. Then I'm going to go in with the white shimmer, or the lighter greeny shimmer, the inner corner. I'm going to go back in with the pastel green, go under my lash line. Okay, so I need to just tidy up under my eyes a little bit. There's not actually much fallout, there's just a few little specks. Need to put some mascara on, brush my fringe back into place because that just looks crazy. But I do want to note, like obviously up here on my lid, I did use a primer, then I used a concealer to really like whiten down that base. Then I've put the pastel green on top and it's really popped. Under my lash line, I didn't put any concealer or anything and it's not popped as much. So you can see you definitely need something like a primer and a concealer just to really make that colour grab and shine through. But I still think it's a great palette. So I'm going to put some mascara on and see what the finish looks like. So this is the finished eye look. I'm so happy with it. I have to say, I love this. It's so cute. It's so diddy and dainty. But it's green mint perfection. It's such a gorgeous, gorgeous little palette. And I think it works for most people as well because, like I said earlier, green does not normally suit me. But I don't feel washed out, I don't feel I look ill, I feel I look okay. And it's just so stunning. I think it's such a gorgeous, gorgeous little palette. Like, I never thought in 100 years that I would be using that shade or that shade to create a nice eye look on myself. On other people, I'm like, oh yeah, that totally works for you. But on for myself, I never would have thought that. But this actually works so well. Like I said, you do with the pastel shades have to use a primer, have to use a concealer to really make it pop. I showed you that when I used the pastel colour under my lash line. Unless you use something to make it pop, it's not going to be the most in your face colour. But it is a pastel shade. And some people, I feel like they have to remember that some pastel shades are not meant to be there to be so vibrant and in your face. They are a pastel shade. The deeper green shade is actually really nice as well. It just gives it like a nice sort of framing effect when you wear it sort of in this sort of style. But you can just whack that whole colour on and put a shimmer on top. You can just whack the pastel on and have a shimmer on top. You can wear just the mattes, you can wear just the shimmers. You can actually get a handful of looks out of this little palette. And it's not a disappointment. It's a stunning, stunning palette. I do think the two shimmer shades are quite close together. Like, you can see the difference, but if I was to put the white shimmer over the top of the green pastel, it would look kind of similar. But that to me is not a downside because I reckon, you know, if you're going to use this palette, you're going to love it. And you're going to use one of the shimmer shades to death, but then you have a secondary shimmer shade that you can fall back on. So I think it is a really, really good, versatile little palette. Say that if you are thinking of buying it and you've sort of looked at it and you're a bit unsure, get it for £4. You can't go wrong. If you don't fall in love with it, you've only wasted £4. Some palettes people rave about and actually they're not that great and they cost like £40–50. So if you go and buy something like that and you're disappointed, that's a lot of money and then you have to try and make yourself use it. Whereas if you buy this and you're disappointed, you're not really going to cry, but I don't think you'll be disappointed. I love this. I have used this for so many eye looks now, and I've actually had quite a lot of comments on my eye look when I've used this. I had a customer at work the other night. He turned around and said, I hope you don't think I'm flirting with you, but your eyeshadow looks really, really nice. And I was like, thanks. Told my husband, he was a little less impressed, but you know, it's nice. People notice it. It's a nice different colour. Not many people wear this sort of shade. I think they're a bit sort of scared of it, and I most definitely was. But yeah, I've had like quite a few people comment. Even friends have said, oh, that's really nice, and I'm like, yeah, it's the e.l.f. Mint Melt Mint to Be, and I do think it's meant to be a dupe for the Colourpop Mint to Be. Obviously the Colourpop one is a 9-pan palette, but do you really need 9-pan of this? You're still only going to create a certain look, whereas I think if you fall back on something like this, it's a lot easier. Plus, if you're in the UK, getting hold of Colourpop is not easy. You have to get it shipped over from the US, so this could be a nice alternative if you want the Colourpop one but you can't get it, or you don't want to pay shipping and customs and all that malarkey. e.l.f. And I do have to say, I don't own many e.l.f. products, but I want more. Because of this palette, I want more. So yeah, that is my 1 week, 1 palette review on the e.l.f. Mint to Be Mint Melt. Oh my god, yeah, it is that. It is the e.l.f. Mint Melt Mint to Be. It's such a mouthful, but it is a really, really good palette. So yeah, definitely happy with this. If you enjoyed my review on this palette, then please give my video a thumbs up. Remember to hit that subscribe button, and if any of you are wondering what lipstick I'm wearing today, it is the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink in... Ooh, what one did I get? Have I taken the name off? I'm pretty sure it was Lover. It says it on the top. It's Lover. Really nice lip shade. I really like it. I will be doing a video on this very soon. But yeah, if you were wondering, that's my lipstick. So yeah, I hope you like it, and I will see you all in my next video. Take care. Bye.